Dr. Pepper at a medieval feast, and what would happen if you brought it to our reenactment feast? Well, it's a really interesting question, and like I mentioned, it's not so much that you wouldn't be allowed to bring it as it is that you simply wouldn't bring it. So this event is a private event for just people in the group, and the goal is to experience the medieval world, the culture, the interactions, the food, the taste, the smells, all of that, just the fun. And bringing Dr. Pepper to the feast would sort of defeat the whole purpose of that. The same thing comes up when people ask about what we talked about and what we talk about at the events, which was another question that was asked actually quite a few times. And we talk about medieval stuff, not because there's a rule against talking about modern things, and we will talk about how medieval things interact with modern and all that sort of thing, but we're there because we all love the medieval world and we all love talking about and interacting with the medieval world within the context of our friendship with the people in the group. So there's really no desire for us to talk about stuff that isn't either based on, the medieval world or, family and relationships and that sort of thing, because we are friends. So, we talk about, what's going on in your life and how are things and, real life stuff like that. But I mean, there's really no need to talk about modern politics or religion or something like that. Now, historical politics and religion all the time. So, and that really just comes down to the culture of the group. That is the culture of my group, the company of Little Dunmow. And there are other groups that, at the end of a reenactment day, they'll change back into their, t-shirts and, basketball shorts. We don't do that. That's when we pull out our trestle tables and have our feast at even our public events. And so it's the same goes. Like if somebody needs to go out and, have a smoke or something like that, because, that's something they do, or, they need coffee in the morning. Yeah, sure, that's fine. But for the rest of the time, we want to eat the food of medieval people. We want to taste the drink of medieval people. So there really wouldn't be any reason why we would bring a Dr. Pepper to our medieval feast. Again, it's not because you necessarily wouldn't be allowed to, it's just you wouldn't. We don't. There's no reason to or desire to. But there are other groups that do things differently, and if you want to do reenacting and you want to have your Dr. Pepper, that's definitely completely welcome. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just not really how our group operates. That's not the culture we've created. So yeah, find yourself a reenactment group that does do it that way, and enjoy. History is, well, ought to be at any rate, for everybody. So cheers.